Hey everybody,
I'm Will.
and I'm Sam, and we are Working Title! Cool heat day! Guys, we are back for another episode of The Bad Batch, episode 10, Common Ground. Last on, Will, what happened?
Cad Bane and Fennec Shen had the face-off of the century. And guess what? Omega got picked up by our boys. She's back in safety.
She did.
And they called Boba Fett the Alpha. It's supposed to be signifying like the beginning of the cloning and the end of the cloning.
End of the clone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we learned that Omega's mother is trying to keep her safe and alive, paying off the bounty hunters because Tan We is trying to kill him off. Which is crazy. I don't get that because I thought he would be for the clones staying alive, so...
His name not Lama Su?
It's Lama Su.
Tan We was the one that died.
Ha! Tan We's the one I don't like. That's why my mind goes to that first.
I was like, wait, what? She's dead. Guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we drop more Bad Batch reactions. Comment down below what you thought about our reaction. And hey, if you want to support the channel, the Patreon is in the description. Join the gang, support the community.
And this is non-market substitute. If you guys like Disney Plus shows and Star Wars in general, go check out The Bad Batch on Disney Plus, and then you can come back and watch our reactions, Working Title Reacts, right here. We're gonna punch it.
Bow! Sorry. TV.
I haven't played Battlefront forever. On my vacation, I'm just gonna be playing Battlefront.
Yeah. That's all I think about when we play Chivalry. It's like, oh man, I miss playing Battlefront. Because it's like the same game, except different eras.
Wow, I forgot how much time I spent doing that game.
Too much.
I
In a
got
good
that
way.
Stupid Darth Maul skin.
Especially me, because I was a Darth Maul main.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I used for a long time.
It's frustrating. They made it so many kills for no reason.
I thought it was Asgard. For a second.
Yeah, for real.
Where the heck are they? Who does that guy look like? He reminds me of someone.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
That guy's shaking in his boots.
I can't go through with this.
Senator, it is your
Onderon?
This is what it's come to. I must be a puppet for the Empire.
Such measures were approved by your esteemed Senator Avi Singh, who would like to say a few words.
Avi Singh.
GSA, if anything happens to me, follow my instructions to the letter.
What will happen, Senator? Senator?
Good man. Good man.
Fellow citizens, under the Empire, Raxus will flourish once more.
Raxus.
Okay.
And as your senator, I promise to...
Oh, man.
No,
Oh.
this is wrong.
You gotta go
It is my
right
duty
here.
to act in your best interest.
Oh, no.
And it is why I can no longer condone this unjust occupation. It is to intimidate us.
Brave soul.
He's gonna get right there.
But we shall not cower at their
No, they'll murder him in the dark.
aggression.
Don't cower.
Oh, hell.
It's so weird because like you don't ever get to really see the Empire as like with this, like clone troopers, like the Galactic Republic's tanks.
Being the stormtrooper occupation.
Because most of the iteration we've seen of it, it's by the time like
By
Like
the time
she-
it
like
starts to
she-
happen, the armor's already switched.
and it's different
generation.
people. Like she is an Imperial like officer, like through and through. Like she's not a clone, you know. But the clones are enacting. It's just weird.
Yeah.
In a good way. Like I like seeing it.
On behalf of my master, Senator Avi Singh of Raxus, we require your assistance.
Who are they asking for?
Just have the Bad Batch on speed dial?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe?
How's the bad town next, kid?
That town next.
Better than ever.
And you're burning a hole in your pocket again.
I don't know, they didn't learn anything from that.
When's our next mission?
With 2 bounty hunters after you, it'd be wise to keep a low profile.
The kid's been through enough. She needs a break. She's
Seems fine to me.
Echo smelling the popcorn. What a weirdo.
I mean, he might not have like guts anymore. He might
Or
be like,
yeah,
really,
scent.
Yeah.
He might not have. Yeah, who knows?
Raxus. That is the former center of the Separatist government. It has since become an imperial outpost.
I'm not interested
Oh,
in
okay.
a history lesson, goggles. Details are on this. Now get going.
Help a separatist.
Your friends
Not gonna
now.
happen.
Oh, come on.
Your debt's still not paid, remember?
Yeah, I wonder how they feel about the Separatists now, all things considered.
I'm not bringing Omega to a planet swarming with Imperials.
So leave her here with me. I'll keep an eye on her.
Hell no.
I don't exactly trust you either.
Good, you shouldn't. But if keeping the kids safe means more money in my pocket, it's in my best interest to do so, isn't it?
Not if the kid's worth more than the job.
You really think that she'll get rid of the kid like that?
I would like to think no, but she's also kind of a gangsta, so I'm not sure.
Not this time, Omega.
She's like the mafia
Stay
mom.
with Sid.
The lady who's like sweet, but she'll beat your ass.
Part of the family.
Part of the family.
Shouldn't be.
That's what Trandoshans are. They're just
Stay
the
close to
mafia.
Sid. Got it, soldier.
Yes,
Watch,
sir.
we're gonna come back and she is gonna the lizard's gonna be gunned down by Omega with the bow and arrow because he tried something.
I got a mission for you. Now get
Clean.
scrubbing.
Get the work.
I can't believe we're helping a separatist senator.
So you have said.
I mean, you guys are like low-key
How we
separatists
stop it, make it a
themselves, you know what I mean? That'd be interesting. I'd be curious to see how many of like the separatists help fund like the rebellion or be a part of it, like, and it's, you know what I mean?
I was wondering that when they said separatists. I wonder how many separatists like joined the rebellion to begin with. This planet also kind of looks like Earth a little bit.
Client is a separatist.
Looks like
How do
they're
we know
flying
this
into
isn't
Europe.
a trap?
Wow.
Those like autumn-style trees.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think it's very rare that we see just our type of shrubbery.
Yeah, it's only like shrubbery we ever see is like giant swamplands like in Naboo or like extreme forests like in Endor and Kashyyyk.
Client being a separatist is not relevant.
It is to me. Forget politics. We're here to do a job.
Not to
Very pleased to hear
me.
you say that.
Who are you?
I am your client.
We're working for a droid.
That is correct.
Just take us to where the senator's being held.
Right to it. I like you.
I like
Very
you.
well.
Nice.
Follow me.
I love those kind of droids.
What's the one from?
Rebels called? I forget.
Yeah, the one who sings in space.
This wonderful, beautiful city. No, go away. I was so happy.
Should have gone with him on the mission. It's not fair.
I've got news for you, kid. Life
Life's
ain't
not fair.
You don't like it? Stop pouting and do something about it.
Yeah. Run away.
Once, helpless. You two looking at?
Yeah, I
They
know.
said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, like,
4 in the subterranean level.
Why do I get the feeling you're setting us up?
It is against my programming to send my allies into danger.
We ain't allies. Enough.
Echo, get your head in the game. I mean, I get it. They were literally like 3 months ago fighting these guys for, you know, multiple years, but.
Yeah.
Like,
Just in my mind, once your brothers become your enemy, I feel like it would be an easier thing to become friends with somebody
Don't make
who's
yourself useful.
also trying to
Not
survive.
possessing military skill set for a tactical advantage.
We're counting on it.
Who are you addressing? This is my master's residence. I suggest you leave before. Oh dear.
oh dear. Droid, please leave me alone.
Switch armor? Dang it.
Nice. I feel like it's like a Splinter Cell mission. Or, Metal Gear.
Useless. Droids need more mobility
Yeah.
than little C-3PO walk.
I'll handle them. You and Omega loop back around. That would be impossible.
Did you just say Omega?
because Omega
Yeah.
is not on this mission.
Oh no.
Right.
Not to worry, I'm getting the hang of this. Wait.
No.
You three guards, I appear to be lost.
Take him out. This droid's a genius.
We need more droids. Take every droid from every planet. Damn. Damn.
Oh. Good save.
Take this droid with you. Man, she's not getting the dirt off this thing.
I wouldn't do that. Hear that? We've got an expert here.
This is the shabbiest club ever.
Yeah.
It's just these two goons who just walk in every day.
You blew it.
How'd you know to do that?
Yeah, how did
It's
you?
a strategy game. I'm good at strategy.
How good?
Depends.
Do I get free popcorn?
What's my cat?
My cat.
30%.
Sexy.
50-50. 60 is a high bargain day.
Yeah, I know. She was
Omega ain't playing.
She was like, I want more, I want most or nothing at all. I'm not
The
in.
mafia against the mafia.
Your draconian tactics won't work on me, Captain Bragg.
That would be a first.
Captain Bragg?
Yeah. Good name.
I guess.
Senator, I followed your instructions to the letter. I have saved your most prized vase.
Great. Then can we get out of here?
What happened to Echo and Wreck? Oh, they're there.
Why do they get rid of those machines? They're so I like those. Didn't that fight against the giant AT-AT and Rebels?
They had some, but that was because it was left over on the planet.
Yeah.
Remember?
I guess they became obsolete against it.
Yeah.
The old versus the new.
Just don't look down.
He lost his hat. Oh, shit.
Nicely done. Get this thing moving, Tech.
She kind of reminds me voice-wise of L3.
Yeah.
So bloody slow. Gosh. Tank wars.
Holy.
Wow. Damn. That,
The rear axle stabilizer.
one shot?
Yeah, that was easy. 2v50. We got this. Oh, God.
Wrecker just goes up and lifts the whole thing by himself.
Let's go.
Let's go. Nuh-uh.
Oh, good
He just
job.
moved the whole turret.
It's funny that they're doing non-lethal, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, should just murder these guys. Like that. Yeah, you're right. Wow, I didn't even notice they're going for non-lethal this whole time.
Oh!
I need more time.
It's like metal elephants.
Drop the weapons.
No!
You there.
Throw the base? Yes, let's go!
I never much cared for that vase.
Vase.
It was priceless.
Repair's complete.
Move into position next to that door. Leads to a subterranean passage.
Subterranean passages are going underground. Huh.
It's a secret.
If you don't mind.
Secret tunnel.
Nice.
Smart.
Hurry. This way.
Oh, good. Good idea.
Collapsed area around them.
No bodies.
Captain, the walk is empty.
Genius.
Suspect.
Why are you sus?
No, they should be sus because there's no bodies.
What am I doing? I cannot abandon my people.
You will, Senator, but not if you are in Imperial custody.
find other ways to help. Go convince the
She's right.
planets.
Live to fight another day.
Maybe we do have one of our earlier rebels who died before the rebellion kicked off.
What's funny, just because, like, you think... I can't think of, like... what's the planet? Moncala? Right?
Yeah, Moncala.
Like, Moncala and Alderaan are, like, the only, like, main planets I can think of that, like... Or governments that are really... You know... What's Harris people called? Like, Twi'leks? Like,
Ryloth.
Like, the Ryloth people. Like, those are the only ones I can think of that are really, like, active in the rebellion. What's going on?
I don't know.
Oh,
She's winning.
The chess
The
match.
club's finally hopping. We finally got... Yeah! Pop off.
What the fuck are you doing?
It was this little ratty man.
Let's go! Built different!
She's like, I'm keeping the girl, sorry.
I told you to keep a low profile. This is the opposite.
Ease
a
up
kid,
there,
man.
Dana.
Bent.
We made enough money to pay off the debt you boys owe me. So try showing a little gratitude to my friend.
Just like that.
You did
Now
good.
go eat all the popcorn you want.
Senator,
I wanted to be useful, even if I couldn't go on the mission.
I'm the angry father.
How about we put those strategy skills to the test? One match. If you win, then no more sitting out on
Call it.
missions.
Who's winning?
She'll win. Even though he's a great strategist himself, I think
You ready for this?
I think she might beat him.
Are you?
We won't know. Till next time.
Okay. Episode 10. There's another quick one.
Yeah.
Another one where, I mean, like, not a whole lot happened. I would say it's another, like, you can explain it, wrap it up
Filler.
pretty quick in, like, a couple sentences.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's just me always expecting, like, a lot, but I have to remember going into these that it's not necessarily
Geared towards us.
Geared towards us necessarily. I mean, it is Star Wars wise, but like, we shouldn't expect to get like
Hard hitting plot every episode, and yeah, it's a kid show. We expect these things.
It is cool though to start to talk about like the Separatists and what they would be doing at this point, because not all of them got offed on Mustafar. Those were mostly like the main figureheads, mostly the ones actually just in cahoots with the Emperor Palpatine, because I don't think most of the Separatists were in cahoots with.
The ones that we see
Yeah.
on the planet
Clone
with
Wars.
Dooku,
Yeah.
I mean, those are all like regular people that actually want like
Change,
freedom and
yeah.
change from
Separatists.
Yeah, they want change from the corruption of the Galactic Republic.
Yeah, and I would venture, and I don't know for sure, but I would venture to guess that most of those people had good intentions and just don't know that Dooku's leading them astray whenever they come to any conclusions, because they just trust Count Dooku at the time.
Yeah.
But like I would say, and I was wondering this because we're talking about them joining the rebels, or maybe being some of the early seeds that helped with the rebellion. Like we know in the deleted scene of Revenge of the Sith that Mon Mothma and Leia's dad, what's his name again?
Bail Organa.
Bail. Like that, they're already starting to meet, and a couple other people I can't remember, but they're already starting to meet, and they're going to be like some of the pivotal characters by the time Rogue One comes around. But in my mind, like I have to imagine that those characters, those Republic senators, something like that they're already mentally aligned with like how the Separatists are thinking unknowingly.
Yeah.
Because at this point they just didn't like the Separatists because they think that they're corrupt.
Yeah, and I mean, you even think about it from like the way that episode is with like Padme and her friend. Like they want similar things. Like Padme wanted to end corruption and have a fair and just, political system, but that you can't. I mean, there's money, there's power, there's lots of hands being played, lots of fingers in the bucket. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's just like 5 people and trying to root out the one corrupt person. Like it's a lot going on. So yeah, I mean, there's people on both sides that agree, and then you have the Newt Gunrays and the, Chancellor Palpatine's on the other side that are trying to completely shut down the other. Yeah. And I feel like Dooku too does actually believe in the separatist part. Like I feel like there are moments where he talks about like the corruption in the Republic. Like he does know that. Like I feel like there was one person that was trying to. I don't remember who it was on YouTube. This is years ago, but trying to even discuss like if Dooku fully knew about everything, like Order 66, killing all the Jedi. Well, I think he knew about parts of it, but like, you know, Palpatine knew that he was going to off Dooku at some point. Like Dooku clearly wasn't fully in on the whole.
Somebody said it had to do with the eyes too. Like his eyes never went fully yellow like most of the Sith do, like Maul and Anakin and all of them. So
he was almost more of like just like a gray Sith, if that makes sense. You know,
that's maybe how I would place it. Kind of like Ahsoka.
She's more in tune with the Force and trying to be like a good person than like trying to follow the archaic and political views of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if it's the same. The same goes for Dooku.
I mean, I feel like also you think about like
he does have faith in like the Sith Force, like the Dark Force.
Oh, he definitely does.
But it's hard to know because like I would also maybe it's if it's not that and it's more political route, maybe it's that keeps him from going too full force into the faith of the darkness, whereas Palpatine would be fully invested in that. I don't know. Like I don't know how that works because I don't know the full doctrine of what the Sith believes, so it's hard to know like where.
I mean, he clearly is like dark side because he gets Ventress, Savage. He's trying to.
He had good intent though when he left to be a part of the Separatists.
Yeah, when he left the Jedi Order, it wasn't because he was trying to become a dark side user. It was because it's like him, Qui-Gon, and Ahsoka are like the three routes you can go when you're trying to be like anti-Jedi, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yes. You have Qui-Gon who's like, he's clearly like more wise than anyone else on the council, other than Yoda probably, but even some instances Yoda. He knows more, he's like a great person, like a great Jedi person, a great like person in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't really fit into that Jedi Master Council role. And then you have Dooku, that was like the same thing, but he fully was just like, F that, I'm going to leave and become dark side. And then you have Ahsoka that was like almost the in-between of that. Like, she was like very wise, Jedi-wise. I mean, at least when she gets older, she is wise in Jedi terms, but she doesn't like leave and become on the dark side of the Force.
Yeah, it's all interesting, trying to figure out where they fall.
Yeah. But completely off this episode.
I mean, that's the only like
talking thing.
I mean, just to do rants because the episode itself wasn't like
the planet
a lot to read into. Yeah, the planet was cool. Yeah, like I know we have like Endor, which I guess is the redwood forest of California, and I would say South America is kind of like Yavin is kind of designed like South America, or maybe parts of India too.
It's like there's like swampy marshlands, and then also like
I think I'm thinking of Thailand, like how it's I don't know, it's just a conglomerate of very old ruins, regardless. But I think as an East Coaster, for anyone that doesn't know, like we're East Coasters, well, it's more like our type of foliage.
Oh yeah, I mean that literally looks like something you'd see like
pretty much anywhere
where we've gone camping like multiple times.
100%. The only thing that I really liked in the episode, honestly, was the opening scene with Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. I can't remember his name. I like when.
Yeah, I forget too.
I just like when characters are like I don't even know the guy. Haven't spent more than like 3 minutes really with him in the episode, but I just like characters that are brave enough to just put themselves in harm's danger because they just know it's not right.
Yeah. They're making the right call, regardless of what stupid Imperial officer is trying to tell them to do.
Yep. Empire did nothing wrong. I would like a list of all the things that the Empire does on each planet, because I'm curious if there's ever parts of the Empire that ever did anything somewhat decent, considering there has to be millions and millions of them. Because it's never as black and white. If this was to be put into a real world, I wonder how it would have gone down. If there was ever going to be like decent Empire people who like did the best with the positions that they were given power.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows? People are gonna call me Empire sympathizer. I'm just saying it's very interesting because
he's a villain apologist. That's what
I
it is.
am. I always am. But I would be curious to know if there was ever stories written in the old books or even now books that we have, because I never read any of those. But I'm curious if they ever jump into that kind of stuff. I mean, you can kind of see it even in like the Battlefront 2 game, like seeing how opposing forces switch opinions when things start to get like genocide type of stuff, because some people I feel like would sign up just because it is galaxy scale. I can't imagine everybody in the Empire is going into it thinking that they're trying to kill people.
I mean, there are plenty of times where we run into stormtrooper characters in like all of Star Wars, and it's like post original trilogy, where it's like I was just like signing up to protect my planet and like so it happens. People in Nazi Germany once upon a time, they signed up because they thought it might have been the right thing to defend their country or be part of something, and then they didn't realize that they were a part of some really fucked up group of people.
And some of them might not have ever known.
Yeah, they might not have ever really known what was actually going on behind the scenes.
That's how war goes normally. You never know. Sometimes the corruption is kept from you too, just so that you can get the higher ups can get away with things. You keep people out of the know. But of course, there's definitely people who are going to be the murdering psychopaths that exist in the army as well. But I wonder how the world feels about Luke, because considering he has probably the highest Empire kill count. He killed over 1 million people easily with the Death Star alone.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. They never really explore those things, but
like how are they perceived across the galaxy? Like you're just automatically a savior because you killed the Empire, or like does half the galaxy hate you because you killed my brother who was just the janitor stormtrooper and didn't have a choice in joining the Empire?
I'd be interested in that kind of stuff though too. Cause we watch a lot of shows on this channel where it's like pretty like deep talking points about like very controversial or awkward topics of real world things, and Star Wars surface level does those kind of things, but they never fully explore that. And sorry guys, I know this is a rant, but I guess this is the only time we can really talk about that, considering the episode kind of hinted at how people feel in those kind of positions.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's saying, stop it, I don't like the Empire. What else happened?
Thoughts on Omega being a good strategist?
Okay, that's why I wanted to know your thoughts, because I've been wondering if like her thing, her special trait is kind of like Sylar from Heroes, where it's like she can look at something and just know how it operates.
Yeah.
It seems to be the thing. Like the running theme of like she knows all about how the clones work. She knows how to read a situation well. She has a good mind on her shoulders for a kid. Not that kids can't be super intelligent, because they can. But also because we know there's like something special about her, and I don't think it's purely just her genetics, or I guess purely her skin sample to make better clones. Or if there's something like imbued or embedded in her to make her almost like superhuman.
Yeah.
Or she could just be a good strategist, just good at clue.
I mean, it could be, because you gotta remember, like, the reason they picked Django is because he was great at a lot of things. Like, he's a great fighter. He was a great, like he could catch force users. Like,
they undersold him so hard in that movie, man.
Oh, I know.
Gosh, he looks like such a chump.
But he's, clearly had strategy knowledge. He had knowledge of like war stuff, especially finding out that he was a foundling later on too. You know what I mean? So it's like he had knowledge of like how to. It wasn't like he was just a solo. I'm gonna run in and extract the bounty. It's like he understood like how to do like combat. So that's why they picked him for that. So if she's any type of like relative offshoot of him, she could get
some of those traits.
Yeah, she could get some of those traits. I mean, she might grow up and be a badass fighter too, on top of the strategy and the medical knowledge. And that would be pretty dope if she's like an adult and just like is kicking ass.
I want her live action right now.
Yeah, I feel like it would make the most sense to have her in the Book of Boba Fett as an adult.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I would love that. And she shouldn't be much. I mean, she should be in that age bracket with Boba. See, that's gonna be awkward actually, a bit weird, because Fennec looks like Fennec from the Mando right now. I know she
definitely looks younger though, because you see her face that there's. I mean, I know it's animated, but they don't animate any wrinkles. She looks very young. And
that's true.
They give her some wrinkles, but
like Boba looks like a short little dude.
Yeah.
short, like 5'6", like young adult.
Well, you gotta remember he was also like eaten away by acid in a Rancor pit, so it's like
It's also true.
they could also like make him age more and look more old, you know.
Yeah, Tamora Morrison and Ming-Na Wen's ages just look a bit different than their Clone Wars counterparts, but
She could also Omega. I mean, I kind of assume that she's like young middle school age, but she really could be like 7 or 8 years old at this point. We don't know.
oh, I thought you were gonna say even older, like
No,
maybe
I'm
16, 17.
No. I'm saying like she could be just like under 10 years old.
Yeah, well, higher. Well, she would be what if that's the case?
She'd probably be in her like 30s, 40s or something by the time Book of Boba's coming out. So like 19
Mando takes place after Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah, it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
20 years after
20 years is A New Hope.
After Revenge of Sith, yeah, A New Hope, and then if it's only like 4 or 5 years after that
is where the rest of the Star Wars series at that point. So then 5 years. So
Yeah,
so she'd be
that's
like in her
right.
40s or she might be 50.
Oh, something like that.
Regardless, whatever.
Somewhere between the 30 and 50 bracket should be the actress who plays Omega. I really want that, like a whole lot at this point.
Yeah.
Because I do not think Omega's dying, and I think Disney might have made her purely so we can have a really cool transfer of a character over to basically an Ahsoka 2.0, if you will. Create a cool character that the fans will grow to love, and then have her in the greater universe, honestly.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. We say it every week, but I'm going to update you again just to see if your thoughts have changed. Do you think Boba Fett's going to be in the show before this is over?
I have to imagine that he is.
Okay. Just wanted to get an update because I never know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
I want him in it, but it's always hard to know. Alright guys, if you made it this far in the Bad Batch episode, make sure you leave a like on this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below about what you thought of this episode, and what thought-provoking things do you always like to talk about when it comes to Star Wars, and do you want to ever go into those deep dive discussions in the Star Wars universe itself, instead of just talking with your friends about it? For the time being, we'll punch it. See you guys!
Bow!